into the action with Guts getting his hands on this Berserker armor. Now, imagine armor that heals your bones as you fight.
Wow.
It makes you, like, almost unstoppable.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But there's always a catch, right?
Right.
This armor doesn't just make Guts stronger, it makes him angrier, way more angry.
Right.
It pushes him to become this berserker, this out-of-control warrior.
Wow.
And when that happens, he's in danger of losing his humanity.
So a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's like making a deal with the devil.
Right.
You get all this power,
Yeah.
but you might have to give up something really important in return.
And this struggle that he's going through, it's happening while he's stuck in a war against the Kushan Empire.
It's true.
So not exactly a relaxing vacation.
Not at all. And speaking of the people he's with, let's talk about Shirka.
Yeah.
She's becoming a really powerful sorceress, even after losing Flora, her mentor.
Yeah. And that was a tough one.
It was a really sad part of the story.
Flora's sacrifice, I mean, wow.
I know, talk about going out with a bang. She turns into this force of nature, holding back enemies so Guts and his friends can get away.
Yeah.
It makes you think how strong love and loyalty can be,
Right.
especially when everything is on the line.
For sure. And seeing that kind of sacrifice has got to have a big impact on someone like Shirka.
Oh, definitely.
She's still figuring out magic and how to stay alive in this world.
It's true.
What I find interesting is that her sadness seems to make her want to protect Guts even more.
Oh, absolutely. It's like she's trying to honor Flora's memory
Yes.
by keeping Guts safe.
Exactly.
And Shirka, she shows how strong people can be,
Mhm.
even when they go through such awful things.
And her magic is getting stronger.
Oh, yeah, way stronger.
She can even kind of control the Berserker armor a bit.
Right. Which is super important because it helps Guts stay grounded when the armor's trying to take over.
It's almost like she's like a lifeline for him.
Totally, she's like this beacon of hope in all the darkness and violence.
Exactly. But it's not just Shirka dealing with all this trauma. Casca's really struggling too.
Oh yeah, she's been through so much.
So for those who haven't read the whole series, Casca went through this terrible thing called the Eclipse.
Right, which was all because of Griffith.
Guts' old friend turned enemy.
And now Griffith is like a godlike being.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a lot.
The Eclipse messed her up really badly.
It's really sad.
She's been really withdrawn ever since.
Yeah, and then she meets this mysterious young boy,
Okay.
and it's almost like he gives her a bit of hope, you know?
Right.
He's like this pure, innocent soul, the opposite of all the awful things she's seen.
That's interesting. And for Guts.
It brings up a lot of emotions for him.
Oh, so
Well, for one, it reminds him of Casca's motherly instincts,
interesting.
like how she was with the demon child. This guy is on another level.
He's an apostle, but even more powerful than Zod, right?
Way more powerful.
Yeah.
And his goals are different, too.
How so?
He wants to rule everything.
Wow.
He even says that Griffith, who became a god in this horrible way, is his enemy.
No way. Even Griffith.
Even Griffith.
And to make matters even more complicated, Ganishka takes an interest in Guts.
It's true. He sees how strong Guts is, and he offers him a deal.
An alliance.
Exactly. They share a common enemy after all.
That's a tough one. What would you do?
It's a tough offer to refuse.
Right.
I mean, you've got Ganishka,
Right.
this powerful being, offering Guts a real shot at taking down Griffith.
Right.
Talk about a life-changing decision.
For sure. And what does Guts do?
Oh.
Turns him down.
No way!
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Talk about a power move, right?
It really shows you what kind of person Guts is.
Totally.
He wants revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But not if it means becoming a monster himself.
So the question is, would you make that deal?
It makes you think.
Yeah, like how far would you go?
Exactly.
And speaking of going too far, this war with the Kushan Empire is really pushing Guts to his limits.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
He's relying more and more on that Berserker armor.
Right. And every time he uses it,
Yeah.
it's like he loses a part of himself.
It's like a drug.
It is a dangerous one.
And poor Shirka's seeing all this,
I know, she's trying so hard to help him.
trying to keep him grounded.
To remind him who he is.
It's gotta be tough.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially for someone so young.
Think about it.
Yeah.
She's not just fighting demons and sorcerers.
Right.
She's fighting the darkness inside Guts.
It's like she's battling for his soul.
Exactly. And that takes incredible strength.
It really shows how strong their bond is.
Oh, yeah.
She's not just a student or sidekick.
Right.
She's his anchor.
She's like a light in the darkness for him.
Exactly. And her powers have gotten so much stronger.
Oh, she's amazing.
Remember when she could barely control her magic? Now she's summoning beings like the Wheel of Flame.
Powerful stuff.
Those scenes were intense.
I know. She's a force to be reckoned with.
Totally.
But even with Shirka's help and the Berserker armor,
Yeah.
Guts is still one guy against an army.
It's like they just keep coming.
Exactly. And just when you think it can't get crazier,
Uh-oh.
Ganishka unleashes his ultimate weapon.
No way.
I'm talking about a force of nature unlike anything we've ever seen.
Stronger than Zod.
Even Zod is like, whoa, okay, this is serious.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, he teams up with Guts to fight this thing.
Zod and Guts working together. I did not see that coming.
It just shows how dangerous Ganishka is.
Wow.
Even Zod knows when to put aside his rivalry.
That's insane.
Talk about an epic team up.
Right. Guts and Zod, two of the strongest warriors ever.
And they're fighting side by side.
Against this crazy, powerful enemy.
It's pretty amazing.
So much action.
I know. And through it all, Shirk is right there with them.
Of course she is.
Guiding Guts, even finding ways to use the Berserker armor safely.
She's incredible, but it makes you wonder,
What?
how long can Guts keep this up?
Right. How long until the armor takes over completely?
It's like a ticking time bomb.
And that's what leads us to that cliffhanger ending.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Guts is exhausted, wounded.
After that insane battle.
He sees Griffith
No.
watching him.
I got chills just thinking about it.
It's creepy, right?
Totally. It's like Griffith is always there.
Always lurking in the shadows.
Like no matter how strong Guts gets,
Yeah.
he'll never escape Griffith.
It's like their destinies are intertwined.
Talk about a heavy burden. It's true.
It's like he's cursed or something.
In a way, he is.
Yeah, it's like they can't get away from each other.
It's like their paths are chained together no matter how hard they try to move on.
And Guts has so much baggage from his past,
It's true, especially with what happened during the eclipse.
which we didn't get into too much detail about.
Yeah, we kind of skimmed over that.
But it was bad.
Really bad.
One of the worst things you can imagine.
It almost destroyed Guts completely.
Yeah, so to see Griffith again, even if he's far away.
It's got to bring back all those bad memories.
All the pain, the betrayal.
All those people he lost.
And now the big question is,
What's Griffith planning?
yeah, what does this mean for Guts?
Will he try to fight Griffith head on? Get his revenge?
Or will he try to find a different way?
It's a tough call. Right. I mean, Guts has always been fighting these two sides of himself.
Revenge versus moving on.
Wanting to protect his friends, but also wanting to just unleash his rage.
It's a constant battle for him.
And it seems like every time he takes a step forward, another impossible choice pops up.
It's like he's stuck in a maze.
And that's what makes this whole story so powerful.
It's not just about demons and monsters.
It's about the struggles we all face.
Exactly. The battles on the outside, those are tough.
Right.
But it's the battle inside Guts that really matters.
The battle for his soul.
Exactly. Can he hold on to his humanity with everything he's going through?
It's a battle that's not over yet.
Definitely not. And the story leaves us with Guts at a crossroads.
Faced with Griffith's shadow.
And the Berserker armor whispering its temptations.
It makes you think, what would you do?
Right. How do you escape your past?
How do you quiet those dark voices in your head?
These are questions we all ask ourselves in different ways.
That's what makes a story like this stick with you.
It's not just entertainment.
It makes you think about your own life, your own choices.
What would we do if we were Guts?
Would we give in to the darkness?
Or find a way to hold on to the light?
It's a lot to think about, and that's what makes this deep dive so interesting.
It's more than just a story. It's a reflection of ourselves.
It makes you think and feel, and that's the power of a great story.
Exactly. And on that note,
I think we've done some serious thinking for one episode.
for sure, we covered a lot of ground.
We dove deep into Guts' world,
Explored those impossible choices,
and we left off with more questions than answers.
because that's what keeps us coming back for more.
So until next time, keep diving deep.
And keep asking those tough questions.
And maybe, just maybe,
we'll find some answers along the way.
see you next time.
Bye, everyone.